Okay, so multiplicity means the power that goes with each factor. Okay, so even though this guy does not have one, he still has a power of 1. Just imply that he's there. Because if it was a power of 0, he wouldn't be there at all. Okay, so multiplicity, there's 3 types. Okay, so if you have a multiplicity of 1, I'm just going to put it as mult of 1, a certain behavior happens. So a multiplicity of 1 would be this x minus 2 guy, because he has a power of 1. Okay, so if you have a multiplicity of 1 at that x-intercept, because these are all our x-intercepts, right? There are zeros, our x-intercepts are, what was the other word? Zeros, x-intercepts, roots, bonus points. Okay, so these are our x-intercepts, so this just tells you what is happening at that x-intercept. So if you have a multiplicity of 1, your graph crosses at that point, okay? So in this case, your graph would just be going straight across where x is 2 in this situation, okay? If you have a multiplicity of 2, and let me just check, I'm pretty sure it's multiplicity of 2 or anything that's even. Put 2 for now. I believe it's anything that's even though. This one is for 1, this one's for even, and then anything that's odd that's not 1 would be for the other case. So multiplicity of 2, we'll put in brackets even, and I'll just correct it like I always do with the mistake. So if you have a multiplicity of 2, that means your graph is tangent, but does not cross. Okay, so I'll explain what that means. So again, if this was a multiplicity of 1 and you're just crossing at that point, if your x-intercept was 2, you would just be crossing at 2, just crossing at that point. For a multiplicity, if your multiplicity, see this one has a multiplicity of 2, it has a power of 2. So our x-intercept would be 1 there. So they're saying at that point your graph will go tangent, but will not cross it. So it means it goes, whoops, I gotta configure my board, but it means it goes right up to the point and turns away from it. It does not cross the point, okay? And then the last one is if you have a multiplicity, of 3, okay, so I'll say or odd. And as long as you're not including 1 in your odd stuff, then you're okay. It's got to be greater than 1. Odd. Then your graph is tangent and crosses at that point. Okay, so your picture in this equation that we had up here, we didn't have a multiplicity of 3 because none of them had a power of 3. But if we had a situation where we had one with a multiplicity of 3, say this was our intercept, your picture would come right up to it and then cross. Okay, so it kind of runs tangent along it and then crosses into the other one. Okay, example 1, page 138. So what we're doing is we have these graphs, and it says, for each graph of the polynomial function, determine the least possible degree. So we want to know what's the least possible degree it has, the sign of the leading coefficient, x-intercepts and the factors of the function with the least possible degree, and the intervals and where the function is positive and the intervals where it is negative. Okay, so let's look at the first part. The least possible degree. Do you guys remember how we figured that out? By looking at the picture? No, the number of x-intercepts. Basically, yeah. So it's like 1, 2, 3. It changed directions 3 times. It went up, down, up, right? So 3. So the degree should be a possible of 3, no more than that. Okay? So this is just for me. X-intercepts. What are the X-intercepts? They have them laid out on the graph here. I don't know if you can see them now that I drew on it, but I can erase it. Okay, X-intercept here is -4, -2, and 2. Okay, so those are the X-intercepts. -4, -2, and 2. And then it says the factors of the function with the least possible degree. Okay, so now if we were writing those as in a factor, what would they look like? Remember, I said if the X, we have this, the X-intercept is 1. Okay, so how could we write these X-intercepts that way? I'll give you a hint. Here's where the first one would be X plus 4, because the intercept would be -4. It's the opposite, right?
And then X plus 2 and
X plus 2, and then X minus 2, right? Okay, and then they want to know the possible degrees that go with them, meaning what's happening when we cross, when our picture crosses here. So look at, this one just crossed there. Did it do anything else? No, it didn't run like tangent or any of those crazy things that I drew here, right? So it would have a multiplicity of 1, because it's just crossing at that point.
the first.
This -4 one. So you could put like a degree of 1 there if you wanted. Okay, and if you look at this guy, he comes around and then he just crosses again. So he would have a multiplicity of 1. And this guy comes around and he just crosses here. He didn't do anything fancy, so he would have a multiplicity of 1. Okay, and this will make more sense when we look at this guy. You see him, he comes up to him and then turns around. That would be a multiplicity of 2. Okay, so it's hard to see when they just cross because we're used to looking at that, right? But that just means they all have a multiplicity of 1. What's that? Okay, and then the last piece is the intervals where the function is positive and the intervals where it's negative. It's just as easy as looking at this line. Anything on this side is positive, anything on this side is negative. Okay? So if you're saying where is your graph positive, well, from -4 until from -4 to 2, in this area, it's positive. Okay, so you could say X has to be greater than or equal to -4, less than 2. Okay, so this should be a -2 because we're talking about this area right here. It's between -4 and a -2. So he has to be greater than -4, but less than -2, and that covers that piece right there. And then there's this piece right here, meaning he's cruising along this side of the 2 point. So then you'd also say X has to be greater than or equal to 2.
So we're looking for anything that's
Positive, so above this area. And then the negative stuff, since this was just the positive, now if we're looking for the negative, put that answer over here. You'll see this piece is like on this side of -4. So it has to be less than or equal to -4. And I'm going to just erase these parts, because I think we should just stick with less than or greater than, because if it was equal to it, it would equal 0, and 0 doesn't have a positive or negative value. So we'll just stick with greater than it. Okay, so X is less than -4, meaning he's on this side, and then we also have to include this guy here. And it's getting super scribbly, but this was a -2 and this was a 2. So that means X has to be greater than -2, but less than 2.